So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I welcome you all for the Global Environment Summit being organized by ITYM. And I think there is some problem with my camera, but I will just log in from another device. But let's start by that time. Good. I welcome you all for the Global Environment Summit, and as you all know, ITYM, Igniting Brains of Young Minds Foundation. It is a foundation that works in 195 countries, and its main motto is to disseminate education on space and satellite technology. And today we are here with one more interesting conference, and in which the students from India and Malaysia are joining with us, and they will be discussing on a very important issue, that is the environment. So let us start with the chief guest of our today's event, Dr. Rajput sir. I welcome you, sir, and I welcome all the students and the teachers who have joined from different countries. So, sir, let's start from your words, your inspiring words, always with us, and they are like blessings for us. So please, over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anjum, ma'am, and very good afternoon, good evening, and of course, good morning to a couple of people who are joining here. And my special regards to all the educators, because educators are one of the most respected fraternity in this earth. And I love to see all the students which are here from Malaysia, and all wonderful young minds I can see in Malaysia. And thank you so much, Ravi sir, for giving me this opportunity to be a part of such a wonderful conference where we are talking about the Global Environment Summit 2023. Because after 2 days of the time, we are going to felicitate, we are going to talk about it. But you took the lead and we started encouraging the thing that why it is and how it is very essential. So I remember one of the quote which says by the Wendell Berry, right? And he is one of the great philanthropists. What he said about it, the earth is what we all have in common. I repeat, the earth is what we all have in common. Why? Because this quote highlights the importance of coming together, building together, working together to protect the environment and is shared the resource that we all depend on. So I'm very happy that apart from the teachers, respected teachers, the students have joined here. And the students are the future for the entire world, for the entire globe. And the global environment message it says that let us all come together and take action to protect our planet, because the Mother Earth is always ready to give us lot many things, the beautiful environment. But sometimes, somehow, we are not able to take care for the Mother Earth. I always say there are two mothers are there. One is the mother who gives us birth, she is the biological mother, and the second is the Mother Earth. Like the way our mother take care of ourselves for food, for protection and everything and all, same thing, the Mother Earth provide lot many things to us. And whatever the thing which we are getting it, it is coming from the Mother Earth itself. So this is either we are a child or either we are an adult or either we are a very mature people. It is our moral responsibility to take care for the Mother Earth. And again, I'm very happy that such a wonderful students are here. And I'm sure when it will be coming from the students' side, it is going to make a big difference, very big difference. Because the students today, they are the torch bearers. The students are the people who can educate others. Because when you see with the discipline, when you see the sincerity, what your teachers they are guiding you, right, you can make a lot of difference about it. So since Malaysia is one of the very wonderful place, and I have visited Malaysia a couple of times, but at the same time, I would like to highlight it here. I was just reading about the Malaysia environmental performance. It is 130th out of 180 countries. It means that the impact in Malaysia, overall Malaysia, it is reducing the part because there's a lot of industries are there for the palm oil, healthcare, fashion, which is adding a lot of the carbon emissions and environmental degradations. So these are the things are there which is happening in the Malaysia, but at the same time, lot many other ways are happening there to how to ensure it should not be a part of the thing and how we should reduce the carbon footprints. I will not take much time, but I like to highlight here what are the few simple things which has to be taken by a young students which have joined here. Uh, Reduce, reuse, and recycle to reduce the waste and conserve resources. So whenever you are carrying it, because lot many places the plastic has been banned, right? And even in India also we have banned the plastic. So please don't use that. Please ensure that it, whatever the thing which you are using it, it has to be the reusable material and it can be recycled also. We all have to conserve energy by using the energy efficient appliances. When I talk about it, so whenever you are studying, the student, whenever you are studying and you are not there in your room, please ensure to put off the fan or AC or the light. In that way, we will be able to help the entire environment. We'll be able to help our country. And this is the right way which you will be able to do it. Somebody has forgotten, no problem. Either you are in your home or either in your school. Please ensure it should happen. So in that way, you'll be able to save the electricity. You'll be able to save lot many things which is required. This is point number one. Point number two is I like to highlight it here that whenever you are coming together for the school, right? Of course, the buses are there, but somebody comes with the car and all. Try to share the thing. It is going to reduce the carbon emissions. Today, the things are getting changed. Today, we are working on the electrical vehicles, and electrical vehicles are one of the best things. Of course, it depends upon your parents, what they are providing it. But if you are able to club 2, 3, 4 children together, if you are coming in the car, it is going to reduce the emission part, which is very, very important. Then the next part is reduce the consumption of the water because you know that whatever the drinking water we require in all the places in the different part of the world except in the European countries where the tap water can be taken directly, you can drink it. But when you go to the entire Asian countries, we have to purchase a water bottle or something like that. We have to have it. So utilize that water which has been required, which is going to quench your thirst, which is important. And whenever you are going along with your parents, right, to the restaurant and the hotel, right, when the waiter comes or the steward comes and pour the water in the glass, try to take the water which you want to consume it. Otherwise, that water is getting waste. And it is very difficult to take out the clear water, which is very, very important for all of us because lot of the concrete jungles are coming, you know about it, and it is going to really put us in a very dark way. Keep talking about the good thing, keep talking about the plantations, right? Like you are a budding child, right? You are the future for entire of your country, for your world. Same way, if we start planting, do the plantation at our home, at our school, at our places where there, it is going to help us a lot. Because plantations, when you do it, the plant is going to become a tree, and the tree is going to become a big tree, it's going to give us an oxygen. You know that oxygen is the dire requirement of everybody. And it is going to take care for the carbon dioxide. It is also going to take care for the dust which is coming there. So please talk to your parents, right? Encourage them that yes, we should do some plantation, which is very important. Maybe 1 or 2 plants if you are able to do it. Tomorrow, as soon as you will grow up, today I can see a children of 9 years, 10 years of the age. The way you will grow up after 20 years of the age, you will find that the tree which you have planted that becomes 11 years old tree. And the tree is going to give us lot of the positiveness, lot of the oxygen to us, lot of the shelter to us, which is very, very important. These are the things are there. And at the same time, I would like to request all the students here that whenever you are wishing somebody on the birthday, right, apart from giving chocolates, apart from giving so many things, try to give some plant, which is very important. A small plant is not going to cost much, but that plant is like a remembrance for the other person, other of your student, that yes, you are giving a life to somebody. Because birthday is a life celebration, and giving a plant is again a celebration, putting a life for the mother earth. So these are the ways are there which you as a student can make a difference. I know that the teachers, educators, they do a lot many things about it. But I want to put it as a student, as a child, as a 9 years, 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, what you can make a difference. And let me tell you, children, You can make a heaven of a difference, because when you start putting these small things, you will see that how the things are happening. Even if there is a celebration in your house for the birthday, right? Tell your parents that they should gift you a small plant. Please put a small plant in your garden, or if you are in the flat system, have one plant there in that. It is going to give you a lot of happiness. So these are the things are there which I like to highlight it here. And I'm very happy to be a part of such a great felicitation, because in India, from tomorrow, people are going to celebrate Environmental Day. But I am very thankful to IDYM that IDYM is celebrating with the Malaysian student and all good educators across, which is a wonderful message which you are providing it, because we always remember the Petronas Towers of the of Malaysia, and this is one of the beautiful place which is there. So thank you so much once again, Dr. Anjum, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, my dear, all the childrens who were joined here, and thank you so much all the educators, because you are nurturing the student, you are building them, you are able to provide such a good environmental friendly future for them, which is a which is the need of the hour, and we must work out whenever we get the chance. We should not stop us. We should start educating to the people that yes, it is required. And again, if the student is going to educate to the elder people at the senior, it is going to make a lot of difference. And thank you once again for giving me time. Thank you, Dr. Anju.
Thank you, sir. That was really a great start of our summit. And yes, as you said about the 3 Rs when we talked about reduce, recycle, and reuse, and you gave such important tips. In fact, the tips that we can be using in the daily life, like sharing our resources, like sharing our vehicles and switching off the lights. So those are some very small tips. Otherwise, we just think that doing something big, going and doing plantation, going and doing some rallies and march. So, but before that, we should start from ourselves. We should start from our home. And that was really a very great message that we give to all the students, because today it's not only the teachers or the educators that we have every time, but today we have very small students, very young students just joined from India and Malaysia. So thank you very much, sir, for joining, and thank you for giving such a wonderful start for the season.
So thank you, Anju ma'am. So I would like to request all the students from Malaysia, will you plant one tree or one small plant in your home? Faisal, Bilal, Priyadarshini, I can see here. Will you be able to plant one small plant in your home? In the World Environmental Day, say yes, put the thumbs up. Thumbs up. Put a thumbs up here. Just show me the thumbs up. Yes, so happy because yeah, very good. I'm so happy, and God bless you. And please ensure it, right? Because a small plant doesn't cost anything, right? But it costs a big life, and you are going to plant a life. That is very important. God bless to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. And yes, of course, the students, I can see their faces and how they are, responding to you when you said everyone should plant a tree. And of course, they will be carrying out it very soon. And yes, of course, planting tree, that is, the best way that we can be protecting our environment. And because the tree plant, it is going to be there for so many years from us. So that was really a very good. So thank you once again, sir. And as we all know that today we have speakers from India and we also have speakers from Malaysia. So I will be now starting with the speakers from Malaysia. So to start with, I would like to call upon Ms. On Anang Kandaswamy. Are you there?
All are there, ma'am. Just you need to, I have sent you a list. Just go through it and call them one by one. All are
Yes,
there.
I have called the first one. Ms. On Anang
If
Kandaswamy.
he's not responding, go for the next. No, he may come later. He's there, but he's not.
Okay. Then can I call upon the next Mohammed Hafi bin Abd Hasman? Mohammed Hafi?
He's there. 1 second, ma'am. I will
Yes,
just
he
ping
is
it.
there. Mohammed Hafi is there from Malaysia.
Wait.
Okay, good evening, Anju ma'am. Thank you
Yes.
for the opportunity given to my students. Actually, we have done a lot of climate actions, projects, and all that. So my students will be presenting collectively because I already trained them such ways because otherwise it will be a repetitive of their presentation. And indeed, I informed the organizer prior to the session. So may I call Priyadashini to lead the session, ma'am?
Okay, okay, sure, ma'am. You can go on.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Priya? Okay. Screen. Anju, ma'am, are you able to see?
Started coming, ma'am.
Yes.
Sometimes I started coming. It's still not, yes,
Yes, Priya is sharing.
Nirmala ma'am, it came. You can see, ma'am.
Are you able to see, sir?
Yes, Nirmala ma'am, we can see, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, Priya. Just go on. Don't do so many things. After it will be lagging. Okay, go on.
I am Priyadashini Miss Onanam Kandasamy from SK St. Patrick. Today, we are going to present our real actions on environment conservation and waste management which will save our Mother Earth from global warming and deforestation. Climate change is a long-term shift in temperatures and weather patterns due to changes in the sun's activity or large volcanic eruptions. It causes effects for environment, humans, and oceans. We need to protect and save our environment from further destructions from our own actions and activities. Before we start, I would like to thank IDYM Foundation for giving the opportunity to our educator, Ms. Nirmala Devi Kandasamy from SK St. Patrick. We are thankful to IDYM Foundation to allow us to present to them. There are 9 of us. We are Priyadashini Miss Onanam Kandasamy, Jaden Kian, Faisal Hayat Khan, Bilal Hayat Khan, Muhammad Hafi, Nurul Alisha Akila, Shafiq Azib, Kaisara, and Putra Azim. Now, I would like to pass the presentation to Shafizi.
Thank you, Priya. I am Shafizi. Sabah is located on the south of Sabah, the Sabah Sea, the second largest state in Malaysia, with Kalimantan, Indonesia in the south. Sabah is divided into 7 Tawau division being one of 5. Tawau division comprises of 4 districts, which is Tawau, Semporna, Punak, and Lahad Datu. I will pass the presentation to Hafi.
Thank you, Shafizi. Now, let me introduce our school, SK St. Patrick. It was built in 1917 in Tawau, Sabah. There are 54 teachers and 740 students. It is a co-ed school. It is located in a town area. We celebrated 100 years of the school establishment in 2017. Now, I will pass the presentation to Kaisara.
Thank you, Afi. We are happy to talk more on saving the Earth. Let us invest in our planet. Today, we just attended a launching event of Earth Day celebration in our school. We promise to take care of the Earth. There is no planet B. We are going to carry out many activities including plantation of plants and plastic waste management. Let me show you some photos of environment conservation. We learned so many information just now from our educators and friends. Now I will pass the presentation to Bilal.
Thank you, Kaisara. I'm Bilal. Our school conducted Zero Plastic campaign with collaboration from Malaysia Nature Society. We get our students to bring used plastic waste from home and from school on every Wednesday. The trash was sent to a recycling company for recycling. Now I will pass the presentation to Faisal.
Thank you, Bilal. Thank you, Bilal. We also created prototypes using using the used plastic. We joined in Suchana, UNSPG International Project and won second and fourth placing. We collected 100 kilograms of plastic waste. Now we are going to watch a video about Suchana UNSPG program.
Greetings from Malaysia. I am Rachel Lipik, ESL educator from SK St. Patrick, Tawau, Malaysia. I am glad to join Suchana for the Planet Savior UN SDG project in 2022. My students are Naili, Basumita, Al-Hidayah Nur Alia, Azalia, and Nur Kairin Safir.
Hi, I am Naili. We are educated to take real environmental actions through Suchana. We are able to learn information to take shared responsibilities in keeping environment clean, green, reduce plastic waste, and eliminate carbon footprint.
Hello, I'm Basmita. Suchana for the Planet Saviors is one of the best projects to educate the students to take real action and save the environment. I learned a lot of matters related to harmfulness of plastic and its danger to the environment, humans, sea creatures, and oceans.
I am Azalia. We collaborated with Dr. Dari E. Dekinai from St. Patrick's School, Philippines, and we took a Suchana goal to say no to plastics. I feel delighted because I learned environmental actions through this project. Suchana is a real action project.
I am Kairin. We also collaborated with Malaysia Nature Society to run a plastic waste management drive to reduce, refuse the usage of plastic through Suchana project. In fact, some studies predict by 2050, roughly 25% of global warming will be caused by air conditioning.
I am Alia. I learned to spread awareness about environment issues locally and globally. I also learned to make innovations from plastic waste materials. I made flower pots, containers, and sustainable air conditioner in Suchana project.
Suchana for the Planet Saviors UN SDG Goals project. Thank you.
I will presentation to apart from plastic drive run, we also made posters to learn in saving the earth. We need to dispose the plastic properly to avoid killing the marine life in the ocean. We joined with our educators to create awareness amongst students and also the community through the community service. We distributed pamphlets and information related to our Go Green project in creating awareness, collaboratively save the earth. Now, I would like to pass the presentation to Alicia.
Thank you, Putra. We are lucky to collaborate locally and globally to learn more to save the earth. We are also made Earth Day pledge to save the earth, conserve water, go green, and more responsibilities. I will pass the presentation to Jaden.
Thank you, Alicia.
We also planted many plants in our house, garden, backyard to support one student, one plant campaign of our school. Plants provide oxygen for us, shelter, and habitat for animals. We need to plant and care for plants. We hope you too will start planting plants. We had fun and joy creating DIY arts and crafts. Why? Our educators and students they support this craft.
Now I'll pass the presentation to Hafi.
Thank you, Jaden. We are sharing.
Afi, wait first. Jaden, are you there?
Yes,
Can you please present this?
madam, I can hear.
You can hear?
Can hear, madam.
Okay, present.
Present? Okay. We had fun and joy creating DIY arts and crafts as you see on the slide. Happy.
Afi, are you there?
Thank you, Jaden. We are sharing ideas and collaborating locally and globally to create awareness to save the earth. We are glad to collaborate with Miss Naomi from Mexico, Mrs. Sumaya from Pahang, Mrs. Swati Bakshi from India, and Dr. Kalyani Rao from India. We learn to conserve the environment from deforestation and climate change. Now I will pass the presentation to Shafizi.
Thank you, Hafi. Now let's have a look at glimpses of our Earth Day celebration in 2022, which will be added on to our 2023 Earth Day celebration. I will pass the presentation to Bilal.
So here you all can see the
Thank you,
glimpses of what we have done
I'm Bilal.
in 2022. Bilal, wait first. Priya is showing some photos and videos from the project that we have done. I hope the audience will see some of the photos.
Yes, ma'am. We can see the presentations.
The students are very enthusiastic. They tend to go very fast, ma'am. I try to slow down the speed of them. Just show a few more, then we can move on to Bilal. Some quiz questions to teachers and students to see how sustainable they are. From there, we managed to get some information, and they were able to engage in many activities in order to conserve the environment.
Thank you, Shafizi. I'm Bilal. Before I end this presentation, let me quote Dalai Lama. The threat of climate change is not limited by national boundaries. It affects us all. We must work to protect nature and planet, which is our only home. I will pass the presentation to Priya.
Now, let us watch a video of our project which won the championship in 2021, where the students use coffee powder, banana skin, and eggshells to make organic fertilizer. This fertilizer is used to fertilize the plant at home.
Hello everyone, we are Green Beans team from St. Patrick Primary School, Malaysia. I introduce our team lead by teacher Alice Lehman. There are 5 of us, myself, Chris Emmanuel Martin, Jaden Jordan Julian, Wafa Firzana Rahmat, Vasumita, and Azalia Hesa Aidi. We choose SGD2 as our project, and the title is Green Borneo Garden because we agree with SGD2 objectives that are to end hunger, achieve food security, and promote sustainable agriculture. We produce homemade fertilizer with zero costing using 3 ingredients from our kitchen waste that are eggshells, banana peels, and coffee grounds. The ingredients are all dried up
and blended to make powder in portion 1 to 1 to 1. Then the powder is mixed into the soil as fertilizer for plants. Here are basil, chili, moringa, okra, and pumpkin that I've planted. Benefits that I get is to help my family to save money from buying fertilizer. Thank you.
I'm Jaden Jordan. The benefits that I get from joining this project are many. I have green finger as I know how to plant vegetable like pumpkin and enjoy gardening. There are many uses of pumpkins in cooking and baking, such as making pumpkin cakes, soup, and fried pumpkins. Beyond its delicious taste, pumpkins are nutritious and linked to many health benefits like rich vitamin A, packs of vitamin that may boost immunity, and high antioxidant. The best thing is pumpkin can help in weight loss too. Thank you.
Hello, I am Vasmita Bhaskaran. I like this project because I will have the opportunity to make fertilizer from natural ingredients. I also learned to plant a moringa tree. It is superfood and the leaf have 7 more times vitamin C than oranges and 15 times more potassium bananas. From now on, I will spend my free time helping my mom planting vegetables at our backyard. I am aware to consume organic vegetables that are nutritious and safe for our family to share this knowledge with my friends at school. Thank you.
Hi, I am Azalia. Through this project, I have learned to plant okra or lady's finger in eggshells. My family likes to cook okra and always in our menu, such as in curry or stir-fried. The benefits are okra is a nutritious food with many health benefits. It's rich in magnesium, folate, fiber, antisodians, and vitamin C, K1, and A. Though it is a simple plant but contains multiple benefits to preserve our well-being. I will consistently collect the 3 ingredients from kitchen waste to make fertilizers and using it for planting. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Wafa Firzana binti Rahmat. We learned to make organic fertilizer using banana peel, eggshell, and coffee to avoid the use of chemical fertilizer. We are able to make use of the vegetables such as pumpkin, moringa, chili, okra, and basil in cooking. We are able to make cakes, pastries, fried vegetables, and curry. These are the core food in our daily lives. In conclusion, we are happy with the opportunity to participate in this project and gain knowledge to help create awareness. Everyone can make own natural fertilizer for planting vegetables that's zero costing, free from chemical, and safe to consume. We are making pledges for many students and educators to join in SDG 2 Zero Hunger. So, many of us will be taking charge in achieving sustainable greener world by 2030. Thank you.
With the quote from Dalai Lama, we do not have time to plan to save our Mother Earth. We need to take actions together to save the environment, oceans, and human health from plastic pollution, hazardous gases, and chemical widespread. We need to join hands in local and global to pledge in saving Mother Earth. We need to act in reducing, recycling, reusing, and refusing plastic. We have started to lead a sustainable lifestyle by refusing plastic. So what about you? We leave it to the audience to think and come up with solutions to save Mother Earth from plastic pollution. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ryan Foundation, for giving the opportunity for my little ones to present.
Ma'am, you're not audible.
Nirmala ma'am, we are not able to hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now better
Yeah,
ma'am.
now it's okay.
Okay. So thank you so much, IDYM Foundation, for giving us this opportunity for my little ones to present today. So unfortunately, some of them face connectivity issues, so the voice was quite low just now. So I hope the audience were able to understand what they were trying to present. So these are some of the actions we have taken for the past few years until now in order to save the Mother Earth from climate changes, deforestation, and also the ocean marine lives. So we have few more projects in hand. The recent one will be related to saving the green turtles, and we are waiting for another one that is the blue ocean, saving marine lives. Yes, that's all from my students. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Nirmala ma'am and Anju ma'am, I like to add here, I am so much mesmerized. I really want to give compliments to the young student. And Priyadarshini, excellent way that you have projected, and all the wonderful students, Faisal, Bilal, right, and Jayden, and Safijai. Sorry, I'm not able to pronounce properly, but I am missing that. So, but I was just writing it down how beautifully they may be a very, very young, very little, but their thinking is very, very big. Let me tell you. And this, the compliment goes to you and to all the educators and especially with the school, because I was just starting it. So Chana project, it is one of the best project. I really love that. Then you said Go Green project, other second project, which is again an excellent way of explaining the thing, which we talk about, which I also spoke the same thing, and reduce, reverse, and recycling the thing, which is very, very important. And now the world is talking about it. The people who are supposed to be the leaders of the world, they talk about it. And today, these young minds, they are talking, which is very, very important. And they are not talking it, they are experiencing it. They are putting it. So that the experiential learning, which we talk in the education, which is coming through them. Then the third is green bean stream. I was very happy the way they have projected about it. That homemade fertilizer. Wow, very nice. Three things. And that is very clear. Coffee beans, banana peel off, and the eggshells. Oh my God, it is available in every house, almost every house. So this is a learning that we all can learn, that if we are able to, instead of throwing in the dustbin, if you are able to put it and make it happen, I think this is one of the best fertilizer we can produce it. And this will be again the chemical free, and it will be the most safest for the whatever the kitchen garden or whatever the thing which we have at our home. So really compliments to you once again, Nirmala Devi ma'am, and to the student, and really lot of love, lot of good wishes, and lot of blessings to the student, because they are doing one of the wonderful job, and they are the real trailblazers of your school and under your leadership and the leadership of all the teachers here. Thank you so much. I was not able to control myself. I was writing it. So I said, let me just pitch it and compliment the student for their wonderful work which they are doing it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir, of course, as you said, yes, these students, they just deserve a huge round of applause from all of us, because you can see they are so young and still they came up with so many innovative things. And yes, we should also thank the educator, Nirmala Devi ma'am, who has taken so many efforts. Yes, of course, I see Nirmala ma'am every time she comes up with her project, the way she has been working with her students. And today the students have presented their projects. So it was really great. And what to say, it was them speechless, and they talked about how they can be converting some waste materials into fertilizers, that too the fertilizers that are free of cost, available at our home, the raw materials available, and they are all chemical free, so they are also very good for health. And somewhere they are relating it to SDG 02. They are working towards zero hunger. So they're all really very innovative ideas, that are very innovative projects. And the way, especially the Priyadarshini, the student from Malaysia, how she has carried out the whole sequence one after the other. So that was really great, ma'am. Thank you very much from the whole team of IGYM for bringing up such a good presentation from all the students. Because when I saw the names, I couldn't, I couldn't realize that today we are going to have so young speakers with us. So thank you and congratulations to all the students, Priyadarshini, Bilal, Alisa, Jayden, and all I can see all the names over here, but yes, Fazil and Shafizi. Congratulations to all the women and congratulations to the educators too for taking so much of it. Thank you. Thank you. So, my dear viewers, my dear participants, we were listening to the students from Malaysia who are speaking on the Global Environment Summit being organized by ITYM. And Nimra ma'am, anyone or Malaysia, students from Malaysia who have to speak?
We are all
Yes, ma'am?
all the students already
Oh, okay, all have presented. Okay,
Yes,
thank you very much,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much.
So now we can go ahead with the Indian speakers, and I hope the Indian speakers have also joined. So let me take this opportunity to call upon the first speaker from India, Krisha Thakkar.
Thank you, ma'am. This is Krisha Thakkar. First of all, before I just start with my speech, I just wanted to thank a gratitude note to Rajput sir for giving this opportunity. Thank you so much, sir. We from India, we all joining a very platform where we can connect each other with a Zoom meeting. And the second thanks to Anjuman Qureshi and obviously the important, what we can say that today is the most important person, obviously, our college principal who has given the opportunity to take part in all this kind of programs where we can just showcase our talent over here. So yes, ma'am. Myself, Krisha Thakkar. Yeah. Myself, Krisha Thakkar. I am in FY MA studying in Guru Kripa College, Thane, that is Maharashtra. And today I am going to share some few words, or you can say my views on environment conservation. But obviously, before I just start, I really want to say wonderful, I can say that the presentation given by a small kid, Priya Darshini, wow, she has explained it so well. Being a child, if she can just showcase the maturity to just show how the environment is and how we can conserve it. Wow, it's a wonderful thing that she has showcased and in such a beautiful way. So thank you so much, a little Priya Darshini from Malaysia, for guiding us, for showing us so many good things. And the next, obviously, why we are here, why we are joining this environment summit, Global Environment Summit. Obviously, we are here to just understand that what is environment. It is just nothing that's the living organisms or the non-living organisms coming in saving them. It is just a environment where we stay, and we and our ancestors and the coming generation has to stay. And for that, we need to preserve it. So for preserving the environment, we need to understand that environment consists of so many things which is around us, a natural habitat. And for that, let us understand that what is environment conservation. And there are few ways where we can conserve also, and why it is important. But before that, let me just make you aware that as we are a part of India, we are a country where we take everything very seriously. Let us tell about our Narendra Modi, that is our Prime Minister, who had first executed the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. It was executed on 2nd of October. And the main reason to launch this program was to make the awareness or create an awareness for each and every person that environment is not useful to me or you, it is for world, and we need to save or safeguard that. So for that, it was launched on 2nd of October 2014. That is on the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. And as we say that this Abhiyan was not a small Abhiyan, it was taken by each and every person in the state, in the country, in the village. Each and every person has taken this very seriously. And after that, we can say that after that, government of Maharashtra, where we say, obviously we stay in Maharashtra. So a government of Maharashtra under the guidance of Aditya Thackeray, that is the Minister of Tourism, Environment and Climate Change, he has taken Majhi Vasundhara. And Majhi Vasundhara was a Abhiyan which was carried out by him, and he had focused that each and everything what you use has to be recycled. As actually I was very impressed with Rajput sir, who have obviously given us the 3 R's. He has beautifully described the 3 R's. Obviously that 3 R's is very important, and that plays a very important role for us. So thank you, Rajput sir, for just reminding us that 3 R's is very important, obviously. And we, Guru Krupa College of Education and Research, we also take very active participation in environment conservation. As we are aware of the environment, we try to collect different kinds of seeds. See, this drive has been initiated by our Kole madam, Vidyulata Kole madam, who has been encouraging us to participate in all this kind of activities. And one of the activities which was initiated was the mango seed collection drive, or you can say seed of each and every plant. You need to collect the seeds, you need to wash that seed, you need to save that seeds, and you need to give it to the farmers. There are many farmers who don't have seeds, you don't have resources. And for that purpose, we have been given that platform that we can take at least a small initiative to just make sure that at least they get. And for that, we have been collecting the seeds. So that was a small thing which we can do for them. The second initiative that was taken from in our college, that is, we used to collect the different kinds of plastics. Obviously, if we say plastics, plastics can be reused if it has been segregated properly. So for the plastics also, there was a platform where we have been segregating plastics. We have been collecting the plastics from each and every area, where at least a small efforts can be taken to at least segregate and reuse it. So such kind of programs which are conducted by our college, and this kind of activities are encouraging the students, the families, the relatives, the each and every person surrounding us. So I really want to say that if really want to conserve the environment, there we need to conserve the forest also. If we speak about the forest, obviously there is a food chain where we are dependent on each other. You cannot say you are independent. Obviously not. You need to be dependent on each other. And for that, we require to conserve the forest. Next is soil conservation. Obviously, if we say about the soil conservation, if you just see the climatic changes happening due to the global warming, it is affecting the environment one or the other way. And for that, we require to conserve all the soils. And as I said earlier also, waste management. See, there are different kinds of ways that Priyadarshini child, that the Malaysia, the teacher from the Malaysia has shown so well that if a coffee bean or an eggshell can be used or utilized, a banana, you just eat banana and just throw off the peel, that there is no use. But yes, you can, if you reuse that things, so obviously the waste thing has been reused in a better way. So that was a wonderfully given for us also. So waste management, nothing is waste if we use it properly, if we conserve it properly, obviously. And public awareness. I'm really very thankful that this Global Environment Summit, which has been carried out, is creating it's creating awareness to each and every person. They wanted to show. Today's session is YouTube live, obviously. So the person who is watching this, the person who are going to watch this, obviously they are going to understand that yes, the environment can be conserved in different ways. So that public awareness is also very important. And obviously pollution control. Yes, if a small human being can at least save some or other kind of energy, or you can say you can have a small initiative to just control the population, obviously we should do that. We should not back out for that. So from all these small pointers, we can understand that conserving the environment is very important, and each and everything has to be taken up very seriously, since we are the part of this world and we need to survive with this current environment, and we need to safeguard the environment for our future generations also. So thank you so much. But before I conclude my speech, I really want to thank Rajput sir for giving this opportunity. Thank you so much, sir. I really want to thank you, Anjuman Qureshi, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Obviously the host and the person who have been Global Environment Summit, which has been carried out the wonderful program and has been giving the opportunity to understand the different executors, different educators, as well as the students and their views. So thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Obviously, last but not the least, a very good gratitude, you can say, to my Ushawati madam, who has been given this platform. She has been, you can say, a mentor. She has been giving a push. Yes, you can do. Obviously, you cannot go without the support of a person. So she has been a very strong supporter for me, and our Kole madam, who has been always a constant motivation to take such kind of activities. So thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
So thank you, ma'am. That was really a wonderful talk from you. And you explained about the initiatives that you have been taking at your institution level. So that was really great. And yes, of course, we educators, we have a very great role to play over here. And as we talk about the 3 R's of waste, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Yes, as you said, in the waste management, the first R that we talked, reduce. Yes, we have to take steps so that the waste that is reaching the landfills, that should be reduced. And the Malaysian students were talking about using the eggshells, using the bananas and coffee seeds for converting into the fertilizers. So with this, yes, they are, they're covering all the 3 R's. They are reducing the waste, reaching the landfills, they are recycling it, and they are reusing it as a fertilizer, of course. And yes, every educators like this, we should collaborate with the students. We should encourage our students for this. And yes, we can save our environment. We can save our mother earth. And thank you very much once again, ma'am. And now let's move on to the next speaker. The next speaker that we have today, Ankita Pandey. Yes, Ankita Pandey.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful introduction and explanation. Good evening, everyone, respected Rajput sir, and all the professors who have joined this session, and all loving students from Malaysia. First of all, I would really like to congratulate Rajput sir for arranging this outstanding session. It is really such a nice session. I feel like there should be more participants from different sections, from different institutions, because this is a global aspect. People talk about motherland, but we need to understand what is our role to protect the environment. And for that purpose, this is the best platform, I would say. So as you all know that I'm going to talk about waste management, which was introduced very nicely by Rajput sir, followed by the students, lovely students from Malaysia, the whole team. They have given such a wonderful explanation about like how things are going to be, prepared as a manure and how things can be reduced. So I'm here with some more points which are going to be useful for each one of you all. So as you all are aware that we are presenting the content from all over different sections of different country. So I am Ankita Pandey from India, Maharashtra, from Guru Kripa College of Education, pursuing M.Ed from Guru Kripa College. I'm going to present a different aspect of preventing the harmful effects which are going to create problem for our environment. So I'll be giving you all the short explanation, like what are the things which we are doing as a student of Guru Kripa College of Education, followed by I'm going to show some photographs with the help of the PowerPoint presentation as an evidence, like these are the things which we can actually achieve by very small effort. So moving towards the topic, that is waste management, I would say that when you talk about greenhouse gases, you talk about the global warming, when you talk about pollution, I would say that the major problem for each of these harmful impact is nothing but the waste. So from there, we can understand the problem of waste is really very crucial, which cannot be avoided. So here, in spite of talking about the things which we can do or which we expect from others. It is not about you, me. It is about we. So we need to think together how we can come together and fight for this particular problem to save our environment. So it was very interesting for me as well, because whenever people talk about waste management, we talk about, okay, so how we are going to talk about the 5R system, the 3R system, the 7R system, and what we are doing as in from our country, like many policies are there, as it was very nicely told by Krisha ma'am, that there are the policies which were given by Government of India, that is Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So basically people talk about like what is government doing and what are the people doing. I feel that after my study, that single difference can be made from the individual response. The individual response is going to make a huge difference in this particular problem. So today I am here in front of you all to explain you all. We are not here to wait for different countries, different states, or different kind of people to bring about certain change. Let us we be that particular type of change which we really want to see. So basically my study, I have gone through the different section, what could be the other way for protecting our environment from different types of waste. Definitely the 3R system, that is recycle, okay, reduce and remove the problems which are there with respect to the harmful waste which we are producing day by day. These are the different sections. Apart from that, segregation is one more aspect which we need to look after, wherein we are going to separate the different waste based on their manufacture, or you can say the component which they are made up of, like biodegradable, non-biodegradable, and the other section is organic waste. Nowadays, we are also having medical waste because of that pandemic with which the whole world was, it was a panic situation for whole world. So after that situation, there is one more waste which is creating a problem for whole universe, you can say, that is the medical waste. So we need to see certain things, what can be done. So my ideology to reduce these kind of waste are, the very first thing is the thing which we are doing here today under the guidance of Rajput sir, that is awareness program. That is very important. Unless until people are not aware, like what are the things which they are doing and how they are creating problem for environment, there is not going to be any kind of change. It should come from their heart. Like when we feel like we are hungry, we really want a food. Yes, I want to eat because without that I cannot survive. Similar kind of hunger we should have for the protection of our environment. When this kind of connectivity will be there from that heart to heart, that kind of emotion by the awareness program, like wherein people are going to understand how this motherland is important for our survival and it is important for the future. So that way we can control the things in the better way and we can move towards the sustainable environment. Apart from that, when I talk about the other section with which we can control the waste, the other section is the individual response. The way the students from Malaysia, they have shown the PPT wherein they have showed different activities which they are doing. So that is actually a big contribution as an individual response. We need to show what we are doing. Like in our college, if you say under the guidance of our principal, Professor Dr. Vidyalata Kole ma'am, we are having different policies. It was discussed by Krisha ma'am. Yes, one wonderful thing I want to share with you all that was very surprising and very, kind of heart-touching thing for me. As you all know that India is a country which is very famous for the diverse kind of festivals and languages. So here in Guru Kripa, I got a different way of celebrating the festivals. Here in every festival, we are having a certain activity which is having some kind of attachment, or you can say some connection with an environment. A very good example is, which nobody can think of. We had a very wonderful Raksha Bandhan celebration, wherein the Rakhi was tied to specific plants by each and every student. So the motto of this activity was, the Raksha Bandhan celebration is very famous for the protection of the, the sister by or from brother. So this was the day wherein we took the oath that from now onwards, this plant is my responsibility, wherein we are going to take care of this particular plant. And ultimately, there is a reverse process as well. As we all know, the moment this plant is going to be, grown as a tree, that is going to be a written gift to all the sisters, those who have tied the Rakhi. So that was a very good experience for me. Moving ahead, I would like to talk about the different strategy, marketing strategy, the EPR system, wherein they are having some code lines for the production and their management as well. So nowadays with this policy, people, the manufacturer has to specify and they have to justify the things like what are the products which they are manufacturing and how this particular product is not going to create any, kind of more range or the high scale of the population to the that pollution or the population related the things which can create problem to the earth from their behavior. So these are the certain things which I got. Now I would like to share the slides with you all to show certain things which I wanted to show you with some pictures which can help those students who have joined from Malaysia to understand how small, things can make a big difference in their life. So let us have a look on that. Okay. So a very short explanation regarding the waste management, which I already explained to you all, that it is nothing but a direction towards the sustainable environment, which is going to be done by the collection and the transportation of the waste, the disposal of the waste, and recycling of the waste. Now, the very important thing is how to say that particular thing can be removed or can be segregated in a better way. That is the segregation of the waste by making some compost from the organic waste, recycling the plastic waste, and yes, removing the waste which are non-biodegradable. Now, I would like to show you all the management system, which I already discussed with you all, the things, the planning. Now, the importance of waste management are the health management. It is also directly associated with the waste management. Then the environment preservation. Then also talk about animal and marine life, which is also associated with this management of waste. Then the lower production cost. Yes, if we are going to recycle the waste, it is going to save the environment because we are reducing the waste in some other directional way. Now, these are certain things which I made from the waste material which are there around me. So this was the thing which I did. Nearby my locality, I have collected plenty of plastic bottles. These were of two types. One was having the RIP code. Okay, that is the identification code of all the plastic, which is having a different level starting from level 1 to 7. So I have collected different plastic as you all can see over here. Then I have joined them together. The one which was having the RIC code of 3, I have created a sort of study table out of it. Here you can see this one. And then the plastic which was having the RIC code of 6, which was having kind of little tough material. I have made a furniture that is a sitting stool out of it. So nowadays at my home, nobody can make out that actually these two things are made up of plastic because I have already covered them with a nice cloth covering. And it is so beautiful. People are loving it. And nobody knows that it is made up of a plastic. The second thing which I have done, I can show you all here, is the management of the chemicals which we are having. These are the soaps which are very effective. I have only made this soap by making use of common salt, the NaCl which we are using at home, and a coconut oil. And the result is in front of you. A wonderful result. And this soap is kind of very useful and very nice to use. Definitely this particular soap I am using at home as well. And I have also taken this in my college lab as well, wherein we are using it, every day and on the daily basis for the purpose of the practicals. After the practicals, we use it for washing the hands. So similarly, I want to show you all the different aspects. This rainbow is not created by any harmful chemical. This is generated by the purple cabbage because of the anthocyanin, which is enzyme which is useful for the different production of the color, which was, having a different fragment of color from different substances like soda, salt, and you can say lemon. So this was created by making use of that. So what I want to tell you all here that even the learning can be fun by making use of the natural things and by controlling the waste or by recycling the waste which is nearby you. So these are the things. Then I wanted to show you all one more thing. So these are the decorative items which are simply made up of newspaper. There is nothing else, only the newspaper, and you see the result. So my whole, you can say that decoration of my home is done by these newspapers, which are actually recycled, and they are now very useful for us at home. So these were the things which I wanted to discuss with you all, that this is not a problem. The problem is the management of the this particular waste. So it is a time to trace the waste. We really have to identify the waste. We need to find out the ways with which we can actually reduce it or recycle it or make meaningful. So here it is not about what people are going to do. It is simply a thing which we have to do, right? So it is simply about our contribution, like what is our role and how as an individual I can support our environment in different ways by, making different substances also out of it, or by making use of these kind of message or the values by conducting some webinars or, celebrate the different festivals or arrange some activities which are truly associated with the environment. So these are certain key roles which I wanted to discuss with you all, that waste management is a major problem which is really creating a problem for whole humanity in this universe. So we don't have to find the solution. We have to find the kind of solution to, reduce the pollution. So this is the message which I wanted to give you all, from very simple things. I have not talked about the different bar graphs of different countries or how the things are going on and how things were before. I just wanted to show you all how as a person I am contributing to the environment and how even we all can join hands together. As I told you all, it is not about you and me, it is all about we. So let us come together. I hope you are going to join me for the next session, wherein you are going to share some more good ideas wherein we can save environment and we can, make use of effective use of waste in the proper manner to raise our future generation by giving them a good education. So with this, I would like to end my session over here of waste management. I would like to thank Dr. Rajput sir and our principal of Guru Kripa College of Education, all the professors of Guru Kripa College of Education, all the participants of this session, all the lecturers who are here to share their points and highlight the views which they are having. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity.
So thank you, Ms. Ankita. That was really a very great presentation. And as we were talking about converting the waste materials that are available at our homes, converting it into useful materials, that is very great step. Because yes, whatever we want to do, if we want to bring a change in the society, if we want to bring a change in the world, we cannot work in that way. We have to start from ourselves, and you have given the biggest example of that. Even in my home, my daughter keeps on creating so many beautiful things just from waste papers, packing papers. And if I get an opportunity, if I get time, I will show that. So yes, she has been doing all those things, and she's very small, she's just 12 years old. And that is really great listening to you. And as you were talking about segregating of waste, and when we are collecting the waste, it should be not collected in a different, classified into different categories. And nowadays, artificial intelligence, it is being used for, with the help of artificial intelligence, we are using, in that we are using CNN, convolution neural network. With the help of that, the different materials like paper, plastic, it can be just separated with the help of AI, and we can have it in different dustbins. So how technology is being used for waste management, and I have a lot to share about that. But let's go with the next speaker, and after that, in the midst of the session, I will keep on sharing my ideas also. So thank you once again, Ankita, for joining and sharing your valuable insights with us.
Ankita ji, your taste is fabulous, and the way you are putting the things there and taking care for that waste management with the time-tested thing which you have shown it here, it is fantabulous, right? Believe you me. And we can feel that ignition from your side, that how much your taste is to make the things happen. And that's what it has been shown here. So compliments to you. And what you said about it, next time when you're going to meet, like Dr. Anjum said, that now even her daughter keeps on doing lot many things and all. So next time when we are coming here, let us see that what more we are able to do the thing which is going to help many. And here I like to add it here, though the daughters and the mothers, they do lot many things, daughters and mothers, it should be inculcated with the males also. So I'm also a male, I'm taking it from my side also. It should be taken by the male member also. So we should also think like the way the daughters and the mothers or the sisters, they think about it. Thank you so much for such igniting the things in such a beautiful platform.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. And now I take the opportunity to invite another speaker, Shilpa Komatkar.
Thank you so much, Anju. Namaste, everyone. Warm greeting to everyone present over here. Thank you so much, Anju, for inviting me and giving me this platform. I would like to thank to Rajput sir also. And let me introduce myself. I'm Shilpa Kumtakar. I'm from India, currently pursuing my M.Ed from Guru Krupa College of Education and Research. I'll take this opportunity to thank Global Environment Summit 2023 for providing such an amazing platform where we can all discuss about the issues faced globally. As environment is not only mine, or it's not related to one particular country, it's actually related to everyone. So the issues are arising, they will going to affect everyone. So the program like this provide us such a wonderful platform where we can discuss the issues and even try to find out certain solutions, and we can work together to achieve something better out of that. So again, I'm thankful to the summit and Rajput sir and everyone present over here. Today, my topic, I'm not having something to show it to you, because the topic which I have taken, it's something little different of the topic, which is ocean acidification. So let me first tell you something about the ocean acidification. The word itself describes the meaning of it. Ocean, the water, huge water bodies, which are almost covering the 72% of land. And then acidification, we all know what are acids. Acids are something which are corrosive in nature, and they are lying below 7 when it comes to the pH scale. So the meaning we can understand by learning or by hearing this particular word, ocean acidification. But we need to take the meaning seriously, because we have not taken the meaning seriously yet. So let me tell you actually what are the effects, or what exactly ocean acidification is. Ocean acidification, actually a bigger problem arising, a huge problem right now in front of the world. As accordingly recent studies ocean with stand somewhere around 1.4 to 1.6 millions of marine species, and because of ocean acidification, the water become highly toxic, and these marine species cannot survive over there because of the toxic environment, and they cannot sustain inside that water. So I would like to take you first to the what exactly happens in ocean acidification. So in ocean acidification is nothing but the mixing of carbon dioxide, environmental carbon dioxide into the ocean water. Actually, the environmental carbon dioxide mixes very or absorbed very rapidly by the oceans. And when it reacts with the water, what happens that the hydrogen ion gets separate and bicarbonate is formed. So this hydrogen ion actually decreases the saltwater pH, and that makes the water acidic. So this is a very simple way to understand what is ocean acidification. Now I would like to talk about the causes why this ocean acidification is what is the cause behind the ocean acidification. So the cause behind ocean acidification is there are a lot of causes actually. Increasing the level of carbon dioxide, as Rajput sir said, that you should have carpooling. So I would like to tell you, this is a biggest issue right now for increasing the carbon dioxide, environmental carbon dioxide of a high amount of fuel. And that is coming because of industry and plus using a lot of vehicles. Right now, presently, people are using a lot of, you can say for small distance also they use vehicles, lot of vehicles have been used. And the fuel or increase the carbon dioxide into the environment, and then it gets dissolved in the ocean, and again ocean is getting acidified. Actually, ocean acidification does not affect us directly because the effect we can see inside the ocean. It's not visible right now to us, but it's a serious issue right now. Then another cause for ocean acidification is fertilizers. Right now, as we all we know that the farming is very important for all of us. So the people are actually, for the good yield or for good production, they are using high amount of fertilizers, which are actually very harmful for the soil, for the groundwater, and even at the end, ocean. So this is increasing this is decreasing the pH of the oceans, and the marine lives are getting affected. So as sir suggested, the carpooling. So I would like to actually introduce one activity which we have conducted. This activity was conducted in the open days when the parent-teacher meet happens. So generally, all the parents are coming on their own vehicles. So we as a college, we have decided to send this message to the parents to carpool, go for the carpooling, so that each parent, we can actually contribute towards the environment. It's a very small activity or very small initiative taken by us, but carpooling is such a wonderful initiative that you can, by doing this, you reduce the amount of carbon dioxide in the environment. As Ankita ma'am said, it starts from us, so we need to start. So that's a small initiative you have to take. Then I will like to tell you or drag your attention what happens, what are the effects of the ocean acidification. So actually, we all know that in the ocean, the marine species forms the calcium carbonate shells, many of them having a calcium carbonate shell on their body. So what happens because of ocean acidification, these calcification or this formation of calcium carbonate does not take place because of the decreased pH, and either it does not take place or it is delayed. So what is happening? This is harming the life or the biodiversity of the ocean. So this is this will going to lead to a harmful effect on the many species. Then secondly, we all are depending, many of us are dependent upon the ocean, seafood. So if we are not going to take any initiative right now, that will surely affect the tourism, food, everything on human also by at the end. So these are some, you can say, the effects of the ocean acidification, on the marine aquatic plants, or you say aquatic animals as well. Now, what we can do, because over here, we are not here to just talk about the causes or the effects. We are here as to find out certain solutions on it. So I believe we should take a lot of initiative individually to protect our environment. And ocean acidification also, actually everything at the end goes to the ocean. So we need to start the certain initiatives individually, like segregating the waste, because when you do not segregate the waste, everything goes directly into the dump yard, and from there it pollutes the groundwater, it pollutes the river, it pollutes the oceans as at the end. So first initiative taken by us is to segregate the bin. So every classroom should have two different types of bin, which is dry bin and the wet bin. So this student from very basic level, they should know that what goes to the dry bin and what goes to the wet bin. So that the disposal of the waste should take place very properly, which does not lead to any kind of, you can say, harmful effect. Secondly, this initiative taken by me as a person, I have joined an organization where that organization call the people on every Sundays on these seashores of Mumbai, and we go over there, and at least for 1 hour, we just give our 1 or 2 hours to clean the seashore. So that's an individual initiative taken by us, and this actually we will be going to introduce in our college as well. So Sundays, those who the students, those who are free, they can go to the seashore and clean the seashore, which helps to reduce this ocean pollution or the acidification of ocean. Over here, I would like to conclude my topic, and I would like to thank to Global Summit 2023 for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to speak. Rajput sir for seriously providing such an amazing platform where we can discuss about the issues. And I would like to praise the kids of Malaysia. I really liked the presentation by you, and I really want to congratulate the teacher. She has taken a lot of efforts to guide her student. Thank you so very much. And at the end, I would like to thank to my college, my principal, Mrs. Vidyulata Kolye ma'am, who has given us opportunity to speak on such a good platform where we can discuss about we are not centered to a person, but we are aiming as a global issues, and we are trying to find out the solutions for it. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shilpa ma'am. That was really a great talk. And as you started with the ocean acidification, yes, of course, we have to go for it. We have to think about it, because we know that 75% of the earth is covered with water. And as you were talking, I was reminded about a few days ago, I was reading about SDG 14, which talks about life below water. Yes, we have to take care of the ocean, not because of this, the water we can say that is there in the ocean, but because of, the life, the aquatic life that is living under the water. We have to reduce the usage of plastics, because plastics, it is causing a great damage to the ocean, and it is causing a great damage to the life under the ocean. So especially I would like to speak about the initiative, the voluntary initiative that you have been taking, cleaning the seashores on every Sunday. So yes, of course, that is really a great thing that you have been doing with the help of your organization. And yes, as an educator, we have a very important role to play. We can motivate the students to do it. And yes, I will just show, as I said, my daughter, she keeps on doing. So I hope you are able to see this. This is an A. She has made it from newspaper. She has done some processing on it. I don't know what exactly she has done. She has just mixed some water, and then she has painted it, and like this she has created many alphabets like this. And this is also a card which she recently made for my birthday. And for this also she did not, buy anything. This is just the carton box that we use, that we receive for a packing of some whenever we get something from the articles. And this is again what she has done. This is a walnut that we have. She has again one more beautiful thing. This is the tortoise that she has made from it. So she keeps on doing, and this is also something made from the newspaper. So this is her hobby, which she keeps on doing the whole day. And this is again just from toothpicks and the paper. She has prepared a camera. So all those lovely things she keeps on making. So this are only few things I think because which I could get, which have kept near to me. And yes, this is again a very small bouquet she made. So it is again made out of waste paper. Nothing she got anything new from that. So those are a few things that she has been doing. And like when Ankita ma'am was speaking, I thought that I should just speak about it. So thank you, ma'am, for joining with us.
And very well, Shilpa ma'am, you said about the very scientific way of putting the thing. When you're talking about the pH value and all, this is one step ahead which we are there. And you know that our respected Prime Minister has launched one Mission Life, and where he is talking about the environment and how these things can be changed with the entrepreneurs and all. So this is the way what you said about it. It is on a very great level, high level, which the people having the industry, they should also think over it and they should take care for this part. So great. Thank you once again, Shilpa ma'am. And Anju ma'am, excellent. Convey our congratulations to your daughter. Very nice to see. She is like a hidden gem, which you have never told about this good thing. And today, thanks to all the wonderful educators and thanks to Ravi ji about this summit, which you are able to show such a wonderful thing which is happening. Actually, in Srinagar, they call it as a paper mache, right? So what they do, they take all the waste of the papers and all, and they put it like that, and they do lot many things which we call as a paper mache. Paper mache work is there in the entire world. It is very, very famous in the entire world. And that's what she is doing it. It's like a part of the paper mache which she is doing it. Excellent.
Yes,
on behalf of all of us, congratulations to her also as well.
And yes, like Shilpa ma'am was talking about ocean acidification, so I would like to just add to it. So nowadays we know that all the industries, they are releasing their industrial waste into the water bodies. So now with the help of again IoT and artificial intelligence, it is possible that we look after, we monitor how what kind of waste is being released. And if even the waste is being released into the water, so they should be processed before that, so that the harmful chemicals are removed from it, are removed from the waste, and then they are released into the water. So this is actually some of the steps that are being taken with the help of the technology, and especially with the help of artificial intelligence. I think this is a technology which everyone is aware, which everyone is talking about. So AI is again playing a great role in all the kinds of waste management. So yes, thank you very much, Aarti sir, and thank you very much, Shilpa ma'am. And now I take this opportunity to invite another speaker, Shama Jairaj ma'am. Shama ma'am.
Yeah. Am I audible, madam?
You're audible.
Okay. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. And thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you, Rajput sir, for all your invaluable comments, your suggestions and advice. Thank you, Anjum ma'am, for being an excellent host and coordinator. Thank you, Igniting Dreams of Young Minds Foundation. And my beloved principal, Vidyulata madam. I am a student of Guru Krupa College doing the Masters in Education. And of course, our lovely Ushavati madam, who has mentored us. I am Shama Jairaj from India. My dear friends and students, if I'm audible, I really like a thumbs up. I stand in front of Asia's largest plateau. It is in fact in Maharashtra, Asia Plateau. It is called Asia Plateau. It may not be the largest, but for me, it is very important because the UNESCO site has declared it one of the world natural heritage sites. And that is why I've come all the way from Bombay to Panchgani to show you this. Now here I am in Panchgani. If you can see this, if you can see it, students, can you give me a thumbs up, please? Panchgani is one of the most attractive hill stations in Maharashtra, and that's where I am from. I have not seen any. Where are all those thumbs ups? I'm waiting to see. Ah, there they are. Great. Now I am in this zero garbage town. What am I doing over here in the zero garbage town? The thing is, my beloved students, the Asia Plateau is also an eco-sensitive zone. What is eco-sensitive, ma'am? You will ask me. Eco-sensitive means it has a variety of species diversity. My topic is loss of biodiversity. What is biodiversity? There are so many animals everywhere and plants and birds. Then there is something called ecosystem diversity. I'm going to show you this amazing sunset. If you can see the sunset, give me a thumbs up. This is the sunset all the way from India, brought to you in Malaysia. Now let me check the thumbs ups. I'm waiting for it. Can you see the thumbs ups? Great. The sun has just set. It was desperately waiting for you, my beloved students, but no problem. Sun doesn't wait for many. So here in the Asia Plateau where I am, standing right there, you can see the mountains behind me and the lights have come on. There are black panthers, there are frogs, there are toads, there are birds, and I am in front of a lot of flowers. If you can see those beautiful flowers, some are pink, some are really dry. But my beloved friends from Malaysia and my students, the tragedy is that there are 47 endemic species of biodiverse plants, but 4 are critically endangered, 9 are endangered, and 4 are vulnerable. That means my plants are disappearing. Our plants are disappearing. What has caused the loss of biodiversity? You and I know, pollution. There's a beautiful river down there. If I can just go and show it to you, there is something. Can you see the river? That's the beautiful Krishna River. The water is getting over because of water pollution, because of land pollution, because of air pollution. What do we do? What do we do here in India? We believe that to protect the loss of biodiversity, we have to protect our environment. All right, let's talk about environment. When I say environment, I mean something like this. Protect the air. Can you see that? Vayu is air in the Hindi language. Jal is water. Akash is our space. Bhumi is our earth. And Agni is our energy. If we protect it, we get Majiva Sundara, or in other words, we get a biodiverse protection. Also, people, they litter everywhere. They throw garbage everywhere. Pollution, littering, no recycling causes a loss of biodiversity. All the animals, they have to come out of their habitat. And here in Panchgani, we are aiming to make a zero garbage town. Yes, I met the mayor in the morning and she was telling me about the Swachh Bharat point where I am standing right there today. Swachh Bharat means clean India and making this a zero garbage town. If I show you the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan projects, which we do, you will be really happy. And so I'm taking you right over there where the garbage dump of this town is being That is what is important. Yes. Am I audible?
Your voice is breaking, ma'am. I think you have some network issues.
Is
Your
my
voice
voice
breaking.
audible now?
Now
Is
it's
my
okay.
voice okay?
Now it's okay.
So, my dear students from Malaysia, this town where I am in is famous for strawberries. You can see the strawberries in my hands. I have 3 strawberries, one for recycle, one for reuse, and one for, of course, that we can reduce. And this town.
You are on mute. Yeah, it's okay, fine.
But if we do not save our ecosystem, save our plants, save the microorganisms, there will be no proper soil to grow fruits, to grow vegetables. I'm going to also get you to say really hi to all my friends over here. And we've just had a beautiful picnic. So let's get a big hi from all our friends in India. My dear friends, what are you going to do with all the garbage that you've just accumulated? Throw it in the dustbin. Throw it in the dustbin. Let's give a hand to all our students in Malaysia. Okay, a big hand for all of us here. Biodiversity only gets lost when we get lost. So let's find ourselves, find our planet, and find our purpose. Shama Jairan signing off from India, from the zero waste town, zero garbage town, Panchgani, Maharashtra, India. God bless you, and we'll meet again. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. That was really great. It was really very great listening to you. And the virtual picnic we had with our zero waste town, that is the Panchgani. And you were talking about yes, it's a beautiful presentation. You can say the firstly you were talking of the 5 great elements, that is Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal, and Prithvi, that you just showed. Yes, that was really great. And we have to take care of our Mother Earth, and how we take care of her, all lies to us. And the different initiatives, I can say all the speakers who are coming today, all the speakers who are presenting in their own way, their own effort they have been taking. So yes, it is needed, and we need more people like you to work in India. And especially the zero waste. When I heard about the zero waste town for the very first time, I thought, how is it possible that there should be no waste? But that is actually where we try to minimize the waste that is coming out from a particular place. And yes, of course, thank you, ma'am, and especially being on a place that is called as a zero waste town. So thank you for joining with us, and thank you for sharing your views with us. Ratput, would you like to say something?
Yeah. I was thinking that I'm in Panchgani. Right. So we all are in the Panchgani. We were enjoying all the wonderful things which we were talking about it. And we were feeling, oh my God, what a beautiful place like this. And this is an ideal place when she was talking about it. So she added so many beautiful things. We could talk about the experiential learning. No? So this is the way she said it. And really, hats off to you, Shama Jairachi. You really made us that we are enjoying that beautiful place of Panchgani. And that is, words are less to explain about it. That is all I can say. Hats off to you.
Thank you. And yes, that was really a unique way of presenting a topic. Otherwise, we just think of finding a quiet place and sitting here for starting the Zoom meeting. So that was really a unique way of presenting the topic. And so now it's time to call upon the next speaker.
But we missed the strawberry.
Yes, we couldn't see the strawberry.
We have not seen the strawberry. And we saw all the things, right? The water, the sun rise, and everything. We saw that, and the cleanliness and everything. But when it comes to the strawberry, the third one, they're just listing where is that thing are there only on the right
we
side.
missed that. Yes, of course. Yes, so. And with this, I would like to call upon next speaker, Jasmine Sayed.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Rajput sir. I'm very glad to have you all, and you're just speaking in front of you all. Yes, thank you, Anju ma'am. Now, as per everyone is telling, like about the environment, what is the environment, where we have to connect the environment. We have started many things in our India also. We have started many things like to reduce deforestation, as per planting the plants, everything. Now, as per my topic is about the deforestation. Deforestation is what we think it's like a word, deforestation, okay, but it's a big word where we are cleaning all the lands, where the animals are going to stay. If we will deduct all the trees, we are going to spoil all the forests. There is no place for animals. Now, as per deforestation is the permanent destruction of the forest in order to make the land unavailable for all the other area. The cleanliness of a forest done by the human being, like we are cleaning all the forest to plant, like we don't have place to like construct. So wherever, as per the population, we are constructing everywhere, like building the houses and having a many more roads, dam and other infrastructure. It occurs also a natural cause. Sometimes you don't remember that because of cutting trees and reducing of all the lands, spoiling the lands, there are many like natural causes can be happen. Like in between also we can see, like in Kerala, many other places, there was the national calamities happen because of deforestation. There was nothing. The construction of everything, the agriculture where we increase the demand of food, the construction of road and dams, other things are infected. It occurs a natural cause like relating the race, case the deforestation of area, trace the natural causes and volcano. One thing we can tell, because of the volcano, the land, the evaporation of the burning, the forest land surrounded are being volcan and it has been destroyed also. Now, in the natural, am I audible?
Yes, of course, Jasmine, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Now we includes everything, the flood, natural calamities, where the ecosystem are being factorized to destroy the trees, dead plants. First thing, the dead plants that falls the surface of the ground, that falls. We think that dead plants, what that dead plants can do it, what will be the impact of that? But a small thing also can be impact in a many ways for our environment. Like the dead plants impact the several property of soil such that increase the water holding capacity. It can increase the water. Now, as per here, we have stopped the plastics. Why we have stopped the plastics? Why we are not throwing the garbages in many roads and everything? Because of garbage, because of plastic, we destroy the land, water. Many things have been destroyed in that. Sometimes we think, Arichal, we can throw it. What will happen for one thing? But we don't think the further future, what will happen in the future? What will be done for our land, for our soil? Now, as per the dead plan, I'm telling the dead plan. Now, that things make the capacity block of water holding. That is very bad for us. If the water will be holded, the capacity increase, it gets flood. It might get flood, it not might, it gets flood. It get all the environmental destroyed. In that, we get the deforestation. If we all destroy everything, there is a deforestation. There is no plant available. Everything has been destroyed. The future effects of destroy, including the soil evaporation that contain the flood, that which provides a rich nourishment of the sunlight and adding the forest life. Now, what we tell, we are cutting trees for our purpose. We are not thinking about the future, like our birds, animals, where they are going to go. We are not thinking about that. If we are cutting, if we are building for ourselves, human being, what that creature can do it. Where because of that, all are coming to our road, all are coming on city. And in that, we are only getting scared. Like, oh, the cheetah game, oh, the lion is coming. If we are destroying their forest, their property, then they can also come to our property. For that reason, we should avoid. The main thing, as per the Anju ma'am, the daughter, and the Ankita ma'am, what they are doing, they're recycling. Anju ma'am, that is a very great work which your daughter is doing, that she's recycling. She's recycling the paper. This can be a very good example. If we all started to recycle everything, there will be a no deforestation. Many, now we are using a book, paper, everything. In this case, we are destroying our plants. We are cutting. We should use as per our need. Like we are the wood materials are looking very nice, but we don't think that where that material comes, where our infrastructures come. We think our home should be very nice. It should be infrastructure with all the like interior with woods and everything. It should be looking nice for others. But the thing we should see that if our necessary things should be provided and main thing, if we are thinking to plan a new furniture, we should reuse that furniture. We can polish, we can do many things to that furniture. We should think that the solution where the deforestation can be reduced, planting a tree. As per everyone nowadays are planting a tree. Now in my area also we plant a tree whenever any occasions are there. Where in my institution also we have plant, like as per the Krisha ma'am said, we are you like seed. We are collecting the seeds. We are collecting the seeds to give a farmer, to give someone who can use that. Am I audible? Who can use that? Who can, like, in that case, we can plant the tree. The plantation should be there. We should first ourselves should think that if we will plant the tree, then only everything can be produced. And use of less paper. Whatever we are using a paper for unnecessary. We should use paper as per our limit. We should not throw, like, we should not disrespect paper that is also made up of tree. We should use less paper, recycle the paper or cardboard as per. We should recycle whatever material if you want to make. Like as per I saw the Ankita ma'am's home. It was decorated with the paper. It was reused. It was very nice, but I was saying it was very nice. When I also make a material, when I also make a, like, any project, I use paper itself. I use like newspaper. Why we should buy? Why we should destroy the material? We should recycle. This is very important. And one thing, buy only the substance where you need it. Don't buy unnecessary, like me. We want it, so we can buy it. It should be not like that. Do not burn firewood. Main thing. We are burning a firewood, but we are not thinking about it's getting globalization also. Its effect to water, air, everything. It's get a pollution also. We are thinking like the bonfire, the bonfire. It's saying that it's very nice. It's like nice fire. We are using a bonfire. We are enjoying. But the thing we are not thinking, because of bonfire also, many things can happen. We are destroying everything. Some people who want to chill out and go for ocean, they do bonfire over there. They fire everything there. But it's getting effect to our beach, water, air. It's getting a polluted area. And many things we are destroying, we are not thinking as a human. We should think what we have to do it. Now, main thing, as per, it refers to feeling of a tree cleaning a wastage of forest, increasing the greenhouse gas. We don't think the greenhouse gas have been allowed to the greatest amount to realize that atmosphere acting the valuable and inability for realizing a more carbon dioxide. Now, we are like, we want a carbon dioxide, we plant a tree, but we don't think what we are doing. As per human, as per we should think about the future, and now itself also how we can control our deforestation. As per my conclusion would be, the deforestation is a major trait to the environmental contributing the climate change, the loss of biodiversity, soil degradation, the case of deforestation, and complete the multi-flag with factors such as agriculture, urbanization, infrastructure or development, climate change, and playing a role. Now, as for if the population increase, the food, we need a food also. If we are destroying all the soil, where the farmer is going to plant a food, where he is going to give us the food, we don't think anything. We should be the person who always like first to think, then others can also be in that path. We should take a vote in that. No, we should not destroy anything. We should be the part to every, like, if we don't want to plant a tree, at least we can plant at home. It's a good thing for our nature also. If we are planting a tree in our backyard or in a hall or like anywhere in a garden area, we all are staying. There is a garden where we can plant a tree. No one is planting. No one is thinking. As we can take an initiative to plant a tree, we can do it not a week, at least a month or twice a month. We can do it. It can help to reduce the deforestation, where the greenery can again reproduce. Now we can see we are going for a mini in a summer place, in summer vacation we go. There is no greenery we found. Why the greenery is not found? We don't think it because it's bird. Now you can see the mountain areas. Before the prior area, the way the mountains were there, where we used to go to take a fresh air. Now the mountains are very reduced. They are spoiling. We are for what? For the population, overpopulation. We should think that the area or the population is getting increased. So we should think that the reduce of the, if we will spoil the mountain, what will happen? Again, the deforestation. There is no greenery we can see because we need a greenery. Only we can see the greenery on a rainy season. On a rainy season, why? They get a water. At that moment, we can see a greenery. After that, nothing. After nothing. After rainy season, again, they started digging. They construct the buildings and many more. The people want only the construction on new places like a big mountain tower. But they are not thinking what will happen. Because of the tower also, we can see there is no crow, no sparrow at morning. Who woke up? No hen also, no cock. Anyone to wake up. Like early morning, what we, like nature sound should be there. There is no nature sound. Why? There is a deforestation. There is no place for creatures to stay. Thank you. Thank you everyone. Anju ma'am, Rajput sir, and my dear Vidya Kole ma'am, Vidulata Kole ma'am. And I'm sorry I've not introduced myself, Jasmine Sayyed, and purchasing M8 from Guru Krupa College.
Okay, wow, Jasmine, thank you very much. And where are you from, Jasmine?
Yeah, from Mumbai, Ambernath.
Okay, from Mumbai. Okay, that was a really great presentation. And as we were talking about deforestation, yes, of course, when we actually travel over the highways, we cannot find any trees nowadays. But and as you were talking about, like when we are destroying the forest, so where will the creatures go? And so it is not a surprise that some tiger or a leopard is coming to our colony. And let me tell you, I'm from a place that is called as the tiger capital of India, the Chandrapur, the Tadoba Forest. If you just Google it, you will be seeing Tadoba Andheri Forest Reserve. And we are living in an area which is the most affected by the man-animal conflict. Just a kilometer away from my house, in the CCTVs, regularly we can see some footage with the people put on the WhatsApp that some leopard is there, some bear is there, sometimes tiger, and a colony where we have a power station, they say that tiger is like a pet animal for us. We can just see, "Arey, ab bhi tiger aaya tha." That's why, so it is very common, and yes, that is happening because the people have destroyed the forest. Just as soon as the Chandrapur ends, so a large forest area starts. And because the people have, because of this deforestation, so now all these animals, they have started entering the residential areas. And the people who live near the forest, they are living in a lot of fear. Some of the villages, the people who used to work in fields, they don't go out for working in field, though farming is only their source of living, but they are so scared to go out. And this is due to the deforestation that has been done by the people itself, and now we are trying to actually fight over it. So thank you, Jasmine, for joining with us, and thank you for sharing your views.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
And now I'd like to invite the next speaker, Parth Nisar.
Hi everyone, my name is Parth. I am a second year MEd student from Guru Krupa College of Education and Research. First of all, thank you so much IDYM for giving me this opportunity to present my topic, that is global warming, on this amazing platform, that is World Global Summit. And I would like to thank Rajput sir as well as our principal ma'am for actually giving me this opportunity. Along with that, I would actually congratulate all my colleagues, who have given an amazing presentation, putting forward all the important points which are there, which we are currently facing, the environment crisis that we are going through, and how we should come above it, right? Now, when I talk about my topic, my topic is going to be a very simple one, which we all know, which we all are facing on everyday basis. But I want the youngsters, the students of Malaysia, to actually understand that what impact it might have if we do not take the steps at this moment, right? So with this, I would just like to share my presentation. Just a minute. It's a very small, short presentation. I think we'll get finished within 12 slides. So don't worry, I'm not going to bore you that much. Okay. So it's an inconvenient truth, of course. It is a 12-slide journey through the harsh realities of the global warming that we are currently facing. Now, the topics that we are going to discuss over here is introduction to global warming. What are the causes of global warming? The greenhouse effect. How does it impact climate and weather? Effects on ecosystem and mitigation and adaptation strategies, right? So when I talk about global warming, we all are aware about this fact that the average global temperatures are rising drastically, right? And average surface temperatures are going way above the roof. When I talk about India, specifically Mumbai, the temperatures over here at some point in time had also reached to 40. Okay, now this is caused basically due to the increased concentration of the greenhouse gases, just like carbon dioxide, like methane, etc. Now, why am I talking about this? Okay, why am I saying that these greenhouse gases are responsible for global warming? Because these are the same greenhouse gases which are responsible to keep the surface of the earth warm. Without these greenhouse gases, the life wouldn't have been possible on the surface of the earth. But now, because of the increased concentration in the atmosphere, what is happening is more and more heat is, absorbed from the sun, and because of which the average surface temperature is rising. And it can, to be very honest with you, it can lead to frequent and severe weather events, as what we are seeing all over the world. Okay, somewhere, just I can talk about India because I live over here and I'm very much familiar with the climatic conditions over here. It is just like I'm just moving around on a sunny day and suddenly the rain comes. Okay, so this is something, which is happening due to global warming. Now, what is the main reason for the global warming? As my colleagues have beautifully mentioned, that there are many causes like deforestation. Okay, deforestation. And why it is one of the cause of global warming, let me tell you that trees are the major absorbers of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide being one of the greenhouse gas. If the trees are not there, the concentration of carbon dioxide goes on increasing, because of which again the greenhouse gases increase in concentration, increase in number, and hence it traps more amount of heat, again increasing the surface temperature. Okay, there are natural factors also, of course, which includes volcanic activity, changes in solar radiation. However, we humans are the major culprits over here. Not to blame nature, yes, there are certain activities of nature which causes global warming, but at the same point in time, we humans have been the major cause of global warming, because we have been irrationally using the fossil fuels like petroleum, coal, gas to our needs. Okay, and that too, let me tell you, we have been using them just like, there is no end to them. But let me tell you one thing: at the rate that what we are using the fossil fuels, it has been observed and it has been noted that, by 2030 we'll be actually out of all these fossil fuels. Okay, other human activities contribute to global warming, which includes agricultural, transportations, etc. Right? Now, the greenhouse effect, which I've already spoken about. Okay, so without wasting our time on this, let me just introduce you to the concept or what are the effects of global warming. Global warming has significant effects on our planet, including the sea levels, and that's the reason why we feel so pity for our polar bears, because as the average Earth temperature is increasing, again, what is happening? The polar caps are melting, and because of which the water levels are rising. And this doesn't, because of which our polar bears, our cute little fuzzy polar bears, are actually out of ice, and now they are searching for their habitats, right? Along with that, there is a threat to our human civilization as well, because according to a research survey, we have observed that if this continues over a period of time, there might, by 2040 or by 2050, there might be certain areas, certain islands which are so lovable to us, like Maldives, etc., they will no more survive. They will be actually underwater. Okay, extreme weather conditions such as hurricanes, droughts, and floods are becoming more common and more intense nowadays. And loss of biodiversity due to habitat destruction and changing climate patterns could lead to extinction of countless species. Now, impact. As I've already told you that it has a drastic amount of impact on climate and weather. Again, repeating my point, because of the global warming, there at some point in time we have severe heat patterns at some part of the world, whereas there are floods in another part of the world. According to the recent statistical data, the frequency and the intensity of this extreme weather events are increasing. And there are many Bollywood or as well as Hollywood movies also which have actually depicted the scenes where, because of the human incapacity to keep the greenhouse gases in check, you know, drastic natural disasters have happened. Understand one simple thing. Okay, let me be very honest with you. Nature is a cruel punisher, right? If we do not take care of nature, definitely nature is not going to take care of us. Okay, and remember one simple thing: it's not country based. Like, oh my God, I love Malaysia. That means I'm not going to do anything to Malaysia, but I India, no, no, not so much, right? It is actually the impact of global warming on climate and weather is not limited to one region or country. Similarly, the effects are also not limited to one country or one region. Okay, it affects the entire planet and requires a coordinated global response to mitigate its effect. Now, I know that this is somewhat, very darauna to you all, but let me just simplify this. This is basically the global land and ocean chart, okay, where, despite the last 2 years, 2021 and 22, not ranking among the five warmest years on the record, the global annual temperature has increased at a rate of 0.08 degrees Celsius, which is approximately 0.14 Fahrenheit per decade since 1880 and over twice that rate since 1981. Now, when I talk about this, okay, effects on ecosystem, which is really very, very important. Okay, global warming has profound effects on ecosystem and environment. It has led to changes in temperature, precipitation patterns. When I say precipitation patterns, actually what I'm talking about is the rain cycles. Okay, some part, okay, initially in the earlier days, we used to have actually a rainfall for around about 4 months. Now, there are places in India which receive a rainfall for a shorter period of time, maybe 2 months, and there are certain places in India where the rainfall is continuously there, or it goes on and off for around about 10 months, right? Recent statistical data show that many ecosystems are already experiencing the impacts of global warming, and this effects will only intensify in the coming decades without the action to address the root cause of global warming. Okay, now before I go ahead and I share my views on the same topic again, uh, just a minute. Okay. Yeah. So now I would just like to tell you what are the major condition right now in front of the entire world is to reduce the carbon footprint, because basically the greenhouse gases are nothing else but carbon dioxide, your methane gas, your butane gas, etc. Now these are gases which have their carbon origin. So that's the reason why, due to various strategic partnerships between different countries, all of them have agreed to actually reduce the carbon footprint. And one such incident I can tell you over here, being an Indian, certain facts and figures I would like to figure out that what as India we are doing to actually reduce this carbon footprint. Now, there is one Jawaharlal Nehru solar mission which aims to install 100 gigawatts of solar power capacity by 2022, which is already done, right? Additionally, we are also trying to harness wind energy, hydropower energy, and bioenergy so that we can limit the use of fossil fuels, which are actually the biggest contributors to the global warming. Okay, when I talk about energy efficiency measures, the Bureau of Energy Efficiency (BEE) has implemented the Energy Conservation Act and has launched various schemes. and such as Perform, Achieve and Trade, that is PAT scheme, to encourage industries to reduce the energy consumption. When I talk about the forest conservation and afforestation, we have a National Afforestation Program, NAP, and the Green India Mission to promote afforestation, reforestation, and sustainable forest management. The basic idea behind it is to increase the country's forest cover and enhance the capacity to absorb the carbon dioxide from atmosphere. When I talk about um, clean cooking solutions, there is one very good scheme which has been launched by our honorable Prime Minister, that is Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, a scheme to provide clean cooking fuel (LPG) to millions of households, reducing indoor air pollution and deforestation, which is actually caused by traditional cooking practices in the rural areas. When I talk about international collaborations and agreements, there is one very particular point I would like to highlight, that is Paris Agreement. Now, Paris Agreement is something which all the countries have agreed to limit the global temperature rise well below 2 degrees Celsius, right? And but of course, we still have hope. It's not the end of the world. We can still recover from it, but it is going to be a long road, right? That's the reason why public awareness and education are really very crucial tools to actually educate the young minds the importance of planting the trees, right? And one such very good initiative is taken by our college, as my all my colleagues have already told you, that in our guidance of our honorable principal ma'am, we have planted various trees. We try to give the seeds to the farmers so that they can actually plant the new trees and everything. So this actually is a fight to combat the global warming crisis. Along with that, all the students over here present, I would actually request you, as a mentor or as a friend as well, take this thing a little more seriously, because our future depends on it, right? Try to plant as many trees as possible and make sure that you convey this message to your friends as well, to plant more and more trees and make this earth the greener one. Once again, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Pat. That was really a great presentation. And as you were talking about global warming, yes, we have to think about it, because what I think is now we are talking about this global warming and its causes. But somewhere this has been caused by us, the human beings itself. And
Absolutely.
as you and your colleagues have presented, you have talked about the initiatives that are being taken by your college. So that is really great thing. And yes, we all together, we collaborate with each other and we work together, we can be doing a great task, and we can make our planet a green planet, a planet where everyone can live a healthy, happy life. So
Absolutely,
thank you,
ma'am.
thank you, Pat. Thank you for joining
Most
us.
welcome, ma'am. Most
Um,
welcome, ma'am.
What a wonderful presentation too, and there are brilliant points coming from everyone, from all the speakers. And now I would like to invite our next speaker, Mohammed Arif Sheikh.
Hello everyone. Very much thank you, Anjum ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to speak on the Environmental Summit 2023. Dignitary members of the DICE, in charge educators, colleagues, and all my dear friends, students. Today, as you all have seen, I am going to speak at the end, that is at the last. So till now, most of the students, educators, sirs, teachers, everyone would have understood that what we are going to talk about today and what is the effect of our Global Environment Summit 2023. So basically, my main topic is global warming. As my friend Parth Nisar has explained it very nicely, but just to give an extra information or just to add on more information if anyone have skipped, so I'm going to speak on it. Myself, Arif Sheikh, I stay in Airoli, Maharashtra, India. I am a first year student of MEd. Today, I will be just sharing few slides or few photos so that everyone would understand that global warming is showing us a very serious effects, and we should actually look about it, because till now majorly many of the persons, including me also, we are not that serious with respect to our environment, and because of it we are going to see that the environment is getting hotter day by day. To start with it, I would like to start as that nowadays we could see that frequent rainfalls are there. In summer vacation we could see some rainfalls. In some areas we could see very much high temperature. So these all are the effects of global warming. I will be sharing near about 3 to 4 slides, and then we will be just seeing out into the features and understanding it, because to speak on to this topic now will not show that much sense, because whatever we have learned or whatever we have seen till now, this all things is totally showing us the global warming effect which is been seen in our earth. So global warming, this word itself is explaining us that global means our whole earth. Warming is that our earth is getting warmed day by day. So as it is going to affect our everyone's life, so we have to talk about it, and we have to start from some of the other part. Okay, so by starting my slide, I would like to show you all. Okay, so here you can see at the first slide, it is just explained that what it is. Global warming, generally the basic explanation for it is that the heat which has been trapped into our earth, which is not going outside because of some pollutants and the major role of CO2 present into our atmosphere, because of which the heat which could go outside and which was going outside previously, but nowadays it is not going outside and it is being getting trapped into our environment. The next thing is that you can see onto the image left side, our earth itself is telling us the environment is getting very hot. Downside you can see the ice is getting melted, and the level of oceans are getting up. Right side image you can see the explanation part that our earth, the sunlight.
Sorry to interrupt you. Actually, your slides are not changing. Can we just put
My
it in
slides are what is happening.
Yeah, put it in the slide full presentation mode, and we are still seeing only the first slide.
Okay, you're seeing only the first slide.
Yeah, we're not able to see the other slides. Still only the first slide is seen. Or it's still if there is some issue on your side, you can continue. It's not a problem.
Okay. Even
Yes,
if now
now
persons are
we
not
can
able
see.
to.
Now we can see.
Acha, now it is able to see. Okay. So on this slide, it has been given as why we are going to talk about global warming now, because our Earth has been formed near about 1 billion, 2 billion years before, and now within some 1 or 2 decades, we are listening this term as global warming. Initially, when we were small, we were not able to learn that much about it. But now, as you all can see, the this effect is showing the increase into the temperature of our Earth. Like the first example is given that in 2015, California has seen the worst water shortage, and then after the second point is that the storms which are there, it was first of 3 categories. Now it is going to be converted into the 4th category. After this image, you all can see the first image is of California, in which the left side you can see there is no water. In right side you can see it is a plenty of water. So the plenty of water is showing that how our earth is, and the left side image is showing how our earth is getting converted into. Second part, you can see that we are having decks for the boats, but there is no fishing and no water is there. After that, you can see the storms which I have told you, the third category storms are getting converted into 4 category storms. And because of storms, we can see many of the backwaters are coming into our cities, into our areas. Because of that, our cars, our house, each and everything is getting completely destroyed. After that, there are some major issues which is related to global warming. The first one is, as everyone is knowing, this thing, disappearing of total glaciers. After that, once the glaciers are getting disappeared, the sea level is getting up. After that, if the sea level is getting up, the agricultural land is getting disturbed. With that disturb, we can see the allergies, the asthmas, and other, like we can say pandemic is not responsible for it, but we can say we can correlate it that allergies and asthmas and other infection diseases can come. Here also in this images, you can see in 1909, we were having a lot of ice into our areas, but in 2004, you can see there is no ice. In the next image also, the crops and each and everything is being totally. Now the last point is there, how can we stop this global warming, of which we are talking that some of the issues is there in north, some of the issues is there in south, some of the issues is there in east, and some are there in west. But even if we are sitting in north of our earth, we can find some solution for the south of our earth. Even if we are sitting in east of our earth, we can find some solution for the west of our earth. There are very simple things which we can do, is that first of all is that we should try using less of fossil fuels. Once we use less fossil fuels, carbon footprinting will be reduced. After that, our country has followed some norms, and they have given some labels, rating, in which we could understand that which appliances is going to use how much of energy and how much of energy is going to be deliberated it. After that, we can see we can buy some cars which are electric, or some cars which will be coming on some other fuels except of fossil fuels. At the end, we can say we should actually arrange some of the other summits like this, because unless and until we will not make people understand, students understand, or other people understand, nobody is going to take any of this step into it. So at the end, I would like to stop my slide sharing. Okay, so at the end, I would just like to say thank to all the members over here. Anju ma'am has given us a very nice platform to share all the other persons, the international students who are sitting over here, my colleagues. And at the end, I would like to thank my college principal ma'am, professors who have guided us for this session. And I would also like to add at the end that in future also, if we get any summits like this with respect to IDYM or any other summit, we will be giving our best to give some of our share into the protection of our earth and our ecosystem. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Arif. That was really a great presentation. And as you were talking about global warming, yes, of course, and you very beautifully presented the effects that has been causing on the earth due to the global warming. And as you were saying that we need more summits like this, yes, of course, because for any development activity that we have, awareness is the first step. It is said that development is an empty slogan in the absence of awareness. And all the summits, yes, we are creating a lot of awareness to the people, and awareness is the first step towards the development. And thank you for such a lovely presentation. And I would like to thank all the students who have joined with us from Malaysia and from India, and they have all very beautiful presentation. You have come up with brilliant points on protecting our environment, and I must say it is a very successful Global Environment Summit 2023. And so with this, we come to the end of the summit. I would like to thank all the speakers from India, from Malaysia, and of course, the educated from Malaysia, Nirmala Devi ma'am, and our mentor, Dr. P.K. Rajput sir, he was there with us for a long time. He was also the chief guest for today's function. And we cannot leave without thanking the organizer of the summit, Engineer Ravi Shankar sir. He is a person with a great mission, a person with a great leadership qualities, a person who comes up with unique ideas every day. And let me tell you, ID One is an organization which is working in all the 195 countries. And yes, it is working 365 days and 24/7. Every day we come up with unique opportunities, with unique ideas to present in front of the people. And yes, we are very fortunate to have you amongst us as speakers. And once again, thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So much, ma'am.
Thank you so much,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.